the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Steelers and the reigning Super Bowl champs. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 2002. There's a look in here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 27, Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jennings. Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run it here with Oliver. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Jennings throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off play action. Jennings. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Jennings. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
For Jamison Williams, incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 20.
On the run, it's Oliver. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jennings. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Herbert's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool from 19 yards away. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes up. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Jennings. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Off the bootleg, Jennings. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go again with Oliver. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jennings. And that is incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Play action. It's Herbert. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
2nd and 5.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got room.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
That's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on first down. Jennings. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw on second down. Jennings throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, Jennings. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Swift. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw. Jennings. Going right, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And that ball incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on second down.
Herbert finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jennings. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They run. It's Oliver. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jennings. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing his car on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Peterson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On second down now, it's Miles, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Peterson now throwing on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Miles.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's Peterson to throw on second down.
He's got room at the 30.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. First down, Steelers. They'll run on first down. Miles.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Peterson.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
On third down, it's Miles. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Operating from the gun, Peterson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dyer Odegbo.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now Peterson looking to throw on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He finds his man complete. That's Miles. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Garner. And he is going to have the Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first and 10, here's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play action, now it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, working down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Carr. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Carr.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Off the play fake, Peterson sliding out of the pocket.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On 2nd down, it's Miles. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Peterson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with... To throw on 2nd down, Jennings. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get...